Good num morning. We're back with session 27. Oh geez, 27 of Blue Reflection Second Light. Where today it's going to be a bit of a hot start in terms of the Date-Mageddon, because we're hitting all the characters rank 10s. And so we're starting to see their Heartscape scenes and what comes of that. Like last time we ended off by seeing Kokoro's and Reina's. So there's a very good chance we're going to start seeing Yuki's and Shio's and, pretty much most of the cast list, with the only real exception being Uta, because you can't until way later. We discovered that on our first playthrough. We hit Uta's rank 10 like forever ago, and it took quite a while before we actually got to see her scene. But we should start working our way down this list. So there's going to be a lot of scenes at the start. After that, it's going to be, the rest of Date-Mageddon, because there are plenty of more dates we need to do. And then beyond that, it's going to be starting potentially Yuzu and Lime's Heartscape, which would be exciting, because it would be nice to go back there. Even if it is like the biggest proof, it's like you're nearing the later end, like the last act of the game, it feels like starts with Yuki's chapter. Like in reflection, I was like, man, after chapter 8, you have chapter 9, which is Yuzu and Lime, chapter 10, which is Ao and then Uta, and then chapter 11, which is the grand finale. Oh. It's like, oh, it's not actually that much. The last few chapters kind of fly by, unfortunately. Obviously, it's going to be lots of dates and lots of little things to do, so the chance of us finishing it this weekend is unlikely. But it's still like, we're going to not be that far off by the end of Sunday, The reason why I'm started here is because this is exactly where we left off, because I realised that upon returning to the base, it was triggering these scenes. Case in point. Hiyori! Ow, I finally found you. Can we have that brainstorming session we talked about? Yeah, let's go find somewhere to sit, and we can sit, shall we? Okay, so the plan is to come up with something we can do to cheer everyone up. I think we both agree that food-based ideas might not work out so well. Right, I wonder what else people would enjoy. Oh, what if you and I do some stand-up comedy? What? You're really prepared to put everything on the line, huh? Maybe I was being a bit too eager. Hold on. Now that I think about it, I remember making my sister laugh really hard once when we were little. Really? You made Mio laugh? I've barely even seen her smile. You gotta show everyone what you did to make her laugh. If she thought it was funny, you'll have everyone else rolling on the floor. You think so? I don't remember what I did very well. So I think I'll need to ask for your help again. Will you come with me to my Heartscape? I want to remember how I made my sister laugh, so I can show it to everyone. I'd be happy to go. I'm crazy curious about what you did anyways. Let's head to your Heartscape. That's a cute reason to go to our Heartscape. Yeah, that's a very cute reason. Let's go. We already opened up the whole dungeon path, so yeah, we should be able to just beeline straight for it. I wonder what it is. I hope it's not... I say that, we never got to see, the embarrassing secrets of Kirara onwards. Because, obviously Kirara was the one we got the embarrassing secrets for to help wake up. So it's like... I wonder if we're going to see, if it's going to be something embarrassing that made Mio laugh, or if it's going to be something really wholesome that made her laugh. Or if, Hiyori's just a secret comedy genius. But I put it in the pinned in chat, but I imagine I'll end up seeing it again as we go on. My general idea, so keep in mind this is not set in stone, but my general idea for the schedule is this, today, tomorrow, and Sunday, so I won't be taking Saturday off. Then on Monday, I'll be starting Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Which also means I need to reinstall it, because I haven't yet. But it's just free GBA games, that won't be a big install. Then on Tuesday, that is the last day of, not the last day of the event, but the last day of new stuff coming to the Genshin event, the summer event, which started today. So I was like, okay, if I leave it till Tuesday, I can then hit the whole event in one live stream, hopefully. Because I'll be doing that then. I'll probably take Wednesday off, but if not, if I end up not taking next Wednesday off, it'll be because I'm playing more Blue Reflection, because it'll be a bit of a while since then, so I might be in the mood. But then Thursday is going to be a bit of a small one-off stream, because Danganronpa S comes out on next Thursday, so a week, nearly a week from now. And that's about as far as my scheduling's gone. So I only think I'll do one stream for Dangan S, because I think like the monotonous pattern of the game, as fun as the template they're based on is, because I remember I did 100% V3, and V3 did have a version of what Dangan S is. If it's even remotely like the one in V3, it does get very repetitive. So doing several streams on it, I think, would get very tiring. So I'll only be doing one to kind of just run through it and get a basic feel for it and see where we go. Look, Hiyori, over there. And then Friday onwards, it'll be alternating this and Vania until Vania's finished. A memory! This should give me a clue as to what made Mio laugh. The weather is so nice today, and the ocean is so sparkly. It's so pretty. I'm glad you're having fun. I know they're their kid version, but I'm not going to do a squeakier version of their voices. Seems like you went to the beach with Mio, but doesn't seem like either of you are in a laughing mood. This memory, I remember now. We came to the beach after Mum left. Oh, so this was not too long after you were abandoned. So no wonder you weren't in the best of moods. Oh! Hiyori, don't just run off by yourself. Wait, Hiyori, no, you're headed straight for the water. What in the world are you doing? You're completely drenched. I just thought since Mum's not here, she can't get mad at us for getting our clothes wet. Aww. You should join me, Mio, come on. Hiyori, wait. Aw, that's really cute. That's right, I made her come with me into the water with all of our clothes still on. That was fun. Now that we can do stuff that... Now we can do all the stuff that Mum would have gotten mad at us for. Hiyori. Aww. Mio? You know what? You're right. Thank you, Hiyori. Is that it? Guess I didn't really do anything special. I just jumped into the ocean. Sorry, Al. That was completely different from what I was expecting. No, Hiyori, that's it. Huh? This is the part of you that helps everyone around you. You make us all happy just being who you are. That's the answer. Ow. The way I am. Yeah, you're right. If I just do my best and don't give up, everything will turn out fine. I won't give up. I believe in the future. Yeah. The future I want will come someday. We can overcome all of this together. I like how compared to the other shadows, like the shadow of their past aren't doubting them. Because Hiyori's such a bubbly, optimistic, like constant like goofball personality, her shadow is agreeing with her, you know, because like it's even the past version of her was super bubbly, energetic and positive, you know. Like there was no room for doubt. It was just Hiyori's Hiyori. Hiyori is a completely optimistic, bubbly bean of a human. Thanks for sticking with me, Al. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I think I have an idea for cheering everyone up. I mean, after what we saw, we don't have much of a choice. Are we actually gonna... Okay, yeah, why did I know? Aww. This is adorable. This is adorable. There's just Hina in the back. I'm like, what's going on? Yuzu's like, why are they doing this? Oh, I bet if we waited till Line joined, Line would be standing around somewhere, like maybe next to Yuzu. But it's like Reina and Yuki are like getting involved. Kokoro and Shio having fun. Got Kurara, Mio, and Uta in the back. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Ah, that's cold, but it feels so nice. Hey, you're splashing me too. This is a nice change of pace, isn't it? Look at that. Everyone's smiling. Duh! This is so much fun. You've got a big smile on your face yourself. I'm glad my plan worked. Hiyori. Oh, looks like Mio is trying to take a break. Not on my watch. Aww. Everyone smiles whenever Hiyori's around. She's so genuine and kind, with a strong heart. She really is radiant. Okay, that's my favourite one. There aren't any towels. Uh-oh, it's not over yet. Oh, shoot, they're still all in the laundry. What? Oh, I'm so sorry. I promise I'll plan better next time. Hiyori. Still a bit of a clumsy one. We love you, though. That was lovely. I think that's... Next to Uta's, that's my favourite one so far. Of the rank 10 scenes. Alright, next is... Shio! Are you available? I want to take you somewhere. Sure, where are we going? My Heartscape. Does that have to do with what we talked about the other day? Yeah. I want to learn more. About how my parents felt when we moved and opened the cafe. Though I am a little scared. I think it's a good idea. Let's find the truth. Don't forget that I'm right here with you. Okay. I wonder if we're actually going to go to like, all the way to the very end. I had a feeling. I was like, are we just going to go all the way to the shop instead? And we also need to fight the Nebula that's here at some point. We can do that on the way. Oh, we're going to right over there. Interesting. We're not going to the shop. I'm also trying to keep an eye out, see if we can spot this Nebula. Try and get two birds with one stone here. Damn it, this path isn't wide enough. It's okay. It's not like this is the second dungeon of the game or anything, and we're like now at near endgame level. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I'm trying to see if the Nebula's over there. No, it doesn't look like it, so it's going to be over here somewhere. Maybe. So I've got a really annoying itch on my leg. I'm trying not to distract me too much, but it's stopping me talking as much, because I'm just trying to deal with it. It's like right on my calf. It's just being really annoying. Look what I found! Oh, Hiyori, what have you found? Don't swing it around, Hiyori, it's dangerous. Well, assuming this doesn't take us out of the Heartscape immediately afterwards, we can just go look for it after, like once we see this scene. Alright, what have you got? Mum, Dad, there's something I want to ask you. Of course.
どうした?
What is it? Was me having to transfer schools the reason you started Cafe Return? We told you. It was by chance that both things happened at the same time. Please just tell me the truth. Your father and I always dreamed of opening a cafe of our own one day. I'm sure you remember us buying all kinds of things for it, ever since you were little. We had the perfect location too, so we had to take advantage of the timing. Do you regret it? Of course not. Sure, quitting work suddenly to open a cafe wasn't the most common choice for a person on the path I'd chosen. But I don't know if I wanted what was at the end of that path. There are so many other paths a person can choose from. I don't think it's such a big deal to decide to go down another one. Is this really the path you want to follow? I don't know. But I'm going to continue down it. Maybe changing to a different path is the correct decision, but I have people who love me the way I am. And it has Al in frame when she says that. That's really charming. I choose to put my trust in those people. I choose to believe that there is something wonderful waiting for me at the end of my path. She's right. There's still purpose to be found in being normal. I think Shio is really strong for sticking to her principles. I hope I'll get to see it too. Yes, I want you to be there with me. Though it may be a long time yet. I'll always have a cup of coffee ready for you if you ever get tired. Aww. Well, the terrain's affecting their hand holding. The terrain's too bumpy. You can see their hands were struggling to stay together because they're both their models were bumping too much with the scenery. That was a cute one. How did we end up back here? We were walking off. Alright. That was okay. My favourite two so far are still Uta and Hiyori. Uta because it's giving Al the chance to find love, and it's like the ultimate cap end to a really well handled story arc with Uta. And then Hiyori because it's such an encapsulation of like not just the spirit of her character, but kind of the spirit of this whole game. Like Hiyori's feels like it's like her arc was written with like an extremely firm and confident understanding of every single message the game wanted to portray and every single theme the game wanted to like highlight, you know? And so it felt like that end bit was like the encapsulation of that perfectly. It felt like a nice end piece of that understanding. Which, to be fair, is a credit to the writers that they had that level of confidence to be able to like know that that's what they want to do and then go all the way in, so much so. Especially with just, you know, being able to do it so effectively with just one character's story. With Hiyori. And we've still got several more to see. We've still got Yuki's to see. We've still got Mio. We've still got Kirara. We've still got Hina. And then obviously Uta's right at the end. You have to wait for her, unfortunately, but it's just the way it is. Alright. I think the nebula might be on top of that bridge. Not that I can see it from here, worryingly. Okay, no, there's loot here, I guess. Oh, there is something else here. It's like, wait, I'm sure there was 2 items I saw. Okay, let's just leave. We can come back for it. We've got, you know, a lot of dates to worry about first. Yuki. Oh, and the music's different because... Aww. Oh my god, this music's so sweet. Listen. This one might be an important one. Yuki's been watching me forever, but she won't come over. I would have to be the one to start the conversation. What's up, Yuki? Usually can't wait to ask me to do something with you. How could I? After everything I did. I was a spy. Me just being here puts you all in danger, even knowing that. I took advantage of your forgiveness, tried to live like nothing was wrong. I'm a terrible person. Yuki! That's not true. If it were, you never would have questioned yourself like you did. Ow. I always knew you cared about me. You kept glancing at me when we got back from the Heartscape. I took that as proof that you really do see me as your friend. That's enough for me. So no more lies, and no more apologies. Let's just go back to how we were and enjoy ourselves, okay? That's easy for you to say. Huh? I'm already dead. When you all leave this world, I won't be able to go with you. No matter what I do, I'll have to let go of everyone and everything I care about eventually. But I feel myself getting greedier. I wish I could have it all. If only we could all be together forever. Yuki. And it just makes what's coming that much harder. I'm so stupid. And that's a rank 8 scene, oh god. What's this? What's wrong? You feeling alright? Yeah, I'm totally fine. Just wanted to chill out for a bit. I was napping on the gym floor earlier, but then Reina started fussing about it being dirty. Well, that's to be expected. I wish there was some place I could be free to laze around. Oh, I've got it. We don't have. If we don't have one, let's just make one. The Luxurious Lounge of Luxury. That's a weird name. You mean like a break area? Yes. But this will be no mere break area. It will be luxuriant. It's going to make it so luxuriant. I'll figure that out later. Rushing in without a plan as always. Come on now, help me out with some ideas. Are we going to go straight to her rank 10, or is it going to rotate? It's going to rotate. Okay, so we'll get back to Yuki to see her rank 10. Oh, do you have a bit of time now? Yeah, sure. Could you join me over here? Mio, this is... You always work so hard for us. I wanted to do something for you. This is a little embarrassing. Though, truthfully, I also wanted to tell you something. Okay. I once destroyed my own fragment. What? Isn't that super bad? It is. I lost both my memories and my feelings. There was a time when I lived life in a daze. I left Hiyori. I was completely lost for a long time. But you're here now. That means that everything worked out in the end, right? Why do you think that Hiyori and I share a heartscape? My fragment is burrowed. I received it from Hiyori. What? Hiyori found me when I was lost. Simply going through the motions of living. So she borrowed some of Yuzu and Lime's power, and gave me a part of her own emotions. Yuzu told her it was possible because of the deep connection our emotions and memories had. At any rate, it's thanks to Hiyori that I'm still here. Why are you telling me all this? I wanted you to know everything. But Ao looks so troubled. Hey Ao, are you ready? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. She looks so troubled. Oh, is this the rocket ship? I just had a thought. If there is nothingness outside this world, that means the sky we're looking at now is fake. Yeah, maybe. That would also mean that somebody created these stars. That's amazing. It's prettier than any planetarium I've ever seen. Do you like stars, Mio? Yes, I've always loved things that sparkle. When I was little, I wanted to become an astronaut so I could collect the stars. I see. Well, then let's go get them. Huh? Go get them? There's no way the stars in Oasis are as far away as the stars in our world. So why not? So we can just fly up and get them. What? I mean, we'll try to, but we'll be interrupted with more talent level scenes. We already know this. Oh, Kirara. Ow, I would like to talk with you. Me too. Where are we going today? I think we should just wander. Okay, here. Oh, this is her rank 8, I remember this. So make sure she doesn't fall over, she has to hold our hand. Now I can help you if you fall. Yes. Though if I do, you're coming down with me. I mentioned last time you want to stand on your own. You mentioned last time that you want to stand on your own in this world. How has that been going? Until now, I was relying on the divine to converse with everyone. But now, I don't know what to say when I talk with everyone. I would say just be yourself, but I guess you don't know how to. Yeah, up until now, the voice told me everything. Everything I asked, it answered. I find myself lost without it. Have you talked with everyone yet? Yeah, it did not go well. Everyone answered the questions I asked, but I feel as though the conversation did not flow well. I'm sure they are trying their best to follow along with me. I think I can imagine that happening. You are quite amazing, Ao. How so? You're always at the center of everything. Everyone gathers around you. Oh, come on, I'm just normal. All of them are the amazing ones. If anything, I'm actually jealous of you, Kirara. Huh? Just talking with you, I can tell how smart you are. You should have plenty to talk about with other people. The divine didn't make you smart, that's just you. My own power. Exactly. I don't think you have to worry so much about it. Okay, I'll try speaking with everyone again. Good, I believe in you. Ow, I have a request. To add to your long list of other requests. By the way, there's a book I wanted to recommend to you, Al. Oh, what's it called? I used to be a hunk, but I'm a slave in another world. It's the best of the best in my collection. Ah, I love that one too. They also made a manga and movie version of it, right? Correct, there is a DVD copy of the movie here, but we don't have a theatre to watch it in. Ah, gotcha. So you're saying that you want a theatre? Precisely. Watch that, leave it to me. I want to watch that movie too. Godspeed, Al. Yeah, thanks, I'll get the work. No, we haven't seen any scenes with Hina yet. So I imagine that'll be imminent, because I think that's how they handle it with the dates of these things. They rotate. What? Is that it? Maybe we have to leave. Oh my god, look at how many things we need to make. Okay. Let's get everyone's dates done and then we'll worry about building new facilities that could unlock even more dates. Oh, hello, Uta. I was just walking outside. Teddy bear, do you know what resource would want with such a thing? Would you care to go for a walk outside? I don't have anything in mind, but okay, sometimes it's nice to wander around without a destination. Thank you very much. Shall we? Is this one of the many Uta gets slightly flirtatious ones? Oh. What's wrong, Uta? I just thought that you smell very nice, Al. Could it be the tea you're smelling? I was drinking some in the workroom earlier. Tea? There's definitely a hint of tea, but there's something else. Something sweet, like vanilla? Okay, I get it. I'll spill the beans. It's coming from these freshly baked madeleines. Oh, it really was a dessert. The buttery smell certainly makes more sense now. I bumped into Shio earlier and she snuck me some. Would you like one, Uta? I have two. Don't they look good? No, I'm fine. Those are yours, Al. Turn down. What if I told you that you'd be doing me a favour if you shared these with me? And that would help you? Yeah, totally. And I'll have one, thank you. Are you sure this is okay? Shio didn't give these to me. It's perfectly fine, I promised. Besides, I want to see you smile. I just want to see you smile more. Is my smile so strange? Rather than strange, it's affecting. It makes me seem like you're really enjoying your Madeline. Affecting? I don't really know what you mean, but it sounds like you enjoy it. In that case, I'll observe you while you eat as well. Observe? Okay. You're free to admire me get my chomp on as much as you like. Double the happiness. I too feel double the happiness when Uta is around. We're just going to kind of freeball whoever we bump into with these dates with how many we've got. We'll just run around and see who we bump into. Go on, Kokoro, let's go. You want to go to the roof? Do you want to hang up on the rooftop? Hang out up on the rooftop? Good idea. I like the view from up there. Let's go then. We use the roof here all the time like it's nothing, but at my school it was off limits. Ours too. The doors were always locked. It's funny. You see it all the time in manga and anime and stuff. Really? How so? It's a classic battleground. Battle? Enemies always come from the sky for some reason, and you gotta catch them on the roof. Now that I think about it, that's exactly what we did. That's true. I see. So it's quite common in anime and manga, is it? After experiencing it for myself, I'm not sure how much I like it though. Lucky to have such reliable friends. And so are we, Ao. You're our leader. That reminds me when you first came here. You did a lot of things alone here. You did a lot of thinking alone here. Wait, you knew about that? That's embarrassing, but I was worried about a lot back then. You could have come and talked to us, you know. I guess I didn't want to bother you all. I mean, I would definitely go to you now. Yeah, you better. What a beautiful view. Come look, Al. The view is incredible. I'm a little scared. I don't want to fall. It's okay. I'll hold your hand. Okay, that makes it a little less scary. Wow, what a view. But it's still a little scary. Don't let go of my hand, Kokoro. I would never. Aww. I'm not interrupting those two. I don't care if I don't care if Yuki's got a date that we can go on. I'm not interrupting those two stargazing. We'll come back in the day. That's just the rule. Okay, if they're on the roof stargazing, I'm not interrupting that. Where do you want to go? Would you like to go for a walk outside? I'd like to take a view from the water side again. Sure, let's go. And he said water slide. Just gonna say we should have a water slide. We really should. We should have. Oh no, it's quite a space. I'll say we should build a slide from that corner and it goes down into the pool. I will pick up those fragments on the bridge eventually. pretty, don't you think? Ah, yes, very much so. I wonder if it's wrong for me to think like that. When everyone lost their memories and were ripped from their old lives. I think it's okay to be honest with yourself. Nothing wrong with thinking something is beautiful. You're right, I just can't help but think like that sometimes. That's the spirit. It'd be a shame if you weren't having fun too. If that's the case, then I think we should use this place more effectively. Then how about we try sailing a boat on it? What's a nice idea. I bet the view from a boat would be lovely. It's just, we've never tried making a boat before. If it doesn't work, we'll just try something else. Looks like she's cheered up a bit. Honest emotions. Nope, just seeing if like we can twig something. That's me just seeing if I can twig a scene now we've done a few events, like interrupt the pattern. Oh, Uta, sure, we'll hang out with you again. I'm never going to say no to you. You want to go to the rooftop? Is there somewhere you want to go, Uta? Good question. Are there any places you particularly like, Al? Let's see, how about the rooftop? The rooftop? That sounds nice. Let's go there. Uta! Let's just kick back and relax, you know? Relax? I'm plenty relaxed. Are you feeling stressed, Al? That's not exactly what I meant. We need something we can do on the roof. Any ideas? Something we can do on the roof? Yeah, what's the most relaxing thing you can imagine? I feel like I'm relaxed whenever I'm with you, Al. Is that right? Yes. I guess it's time for me to reveal my idea then. Can you come here for a bit, Uta? How does this feel? Do you feel relaxed? I feel like my back is quite warm. Do you feel hot, Al? Now you mention it, it does feel like my... It does feel a bit like my back is getting fried. It must be because the ground has absorbed heat from the sunlight. Oh, right, I didn't think of that. Doesn't feel bad, however. Laying here like this, I think I've discovered something. What did you discover? What do you think it was? Well, I had one myself, but could you tell me? I'd like to know what it is. That knot I've always had in my shoulder is totally gone. Maybe a little hot, but I feel like I could have a nice nap here. It must be the warmth. I can also feel it loosening up my body. I had a knot in her shoulder, poor girl. Exactly, but that's not all. It feels even better when I stretch out like this. And Uta, just look at Uta, just happily watching. You're right. I feel like I'm free. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. You're a strange one, Al. Why would you? Why should my enjoyment have any effect on yours? Because we love you, you little moron, you little bean. Right, whilst it's still light, before she gets dragged away. I say dragged away before she goes off with Reina again. Let's go pester Yuki. Hello, Miss Kinjo. Let's go. Oh god, you've got stuff you want to talk about. Something wrong, Al? You seem off. Huh? Do I really look that bad? You look like you've got something on your mind. You can always talk to me. Tell me about your troubles while we take a stunning rooftop view. Let's go get this first. Which is like way over here by the looks of it. And there's one below us as well. I can see it's like in the hallway. Oh, the photo studio is kind of in the way of this. Can we reach it from here? Oh, we can, thank goodness. Oh, a bug! Where? Oh, calm down, it's just a little caterpillar. Those are the worst. They're all wriggly and you can't tell which side is the head. I'm sure you're super scary from its perspective too. I don't care. I'm still scared. Is it gone? Yes, it's gone. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of precious how freaked out she was. So they still get insects. I mean, you can hear them, but it's like, there's still like, there's confirmation here. Like, you still get insects in this world, so there are some things that are still around.
Yuki!
How have you been doing? I'm doing alright now. I'm more careful now too, thanks to you, Al. I see, that's good to hear. What's the matter? This just reminds me of the plushies they had in my hospital ward. As if they'd actually make anybody feel better. Oh, but there was actually one good thing that came of it. What? I learned how to do ventriloquism. The other kids were in the ward loved it. You did? Oh, you've got to show me. Pretty good, huh? Yuki, that's so cool. Anything on the next floor up? There is in storage, though. Those are tools here. This is perfect. Perfect for what? Oh yeah, for what? Like Al knows. Like, no. What are you up to? For making pranking, of course. Like, even Al was just like, hang on. What do you mean by that? Isn't this one of those CRT TVs and a VCR? Yeah, I actually used it the other day. I now know why it's called the rewind button. What did you watch? Some old sitcoms. Oh, I think I made a joke about this last time that she watched Friends. There were some famous actors in it, but they were so young. It was really interesting to see them in a totally different era. The show itself was so different from what we'd seen today, too. I really got into it. Now I want to watch it too. I remember that dialogue. I remember that one specifically because I think I made a joke saying that she was probably watching Friends. Oh, okay, we can't keep you occupied, Yuki, for long. It's nighttime and Raina's already standing out there. Look, she's already standing there. I'm climbing someplace high. You want to shout though? Yeah, let's not keep you occupied, Yuki. Let's do this quick.
Oh.
Hey, Al, what's the matter? It looks like you're miles and miles away. I'm just thinking about everything that's happened, and how we got to do all sorts of things together. We did, didn't we? We made a lot of stuff, laughed a lot, talked a lot. There were sad things too, but being with you and the other girls helped me forget all about them. I want to hang out with you forever. Me too. Sometimes I wonder, what if I turned out I could keep living in this world? Would I want to stay here forever? I totally get that. Thought you would. Life here, I mean. It's not without its problems, but it's been so much fun. Yeah, I feel the same way. I get to spend every day with my friends. It's so perfect, it sometimes feels like a dream. Honestly, I want to stay here forever. Me too. If I ended up stuck here, I'd have zero complaints. But I know that can't happen. Sometimes I get the feeling that our time here is nothing more than a long, long summer vacation. Like summer vacation? What do you mean? It always comes to an end. And when it does, you have to face all that homework you've been ignoring. Ugh, homework. What a pain. I feel like I've already worked so hard, but it never ends. It's not fair. I'll be cheering you on, Al. You will, huh? Why do I feel like you're just saying that? But no matter how much it sucks, it needs to be done, huh?
うん
Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff to figure out myself.
よし
Alright then, I guess it's time to get some homework done. Okay!
絶対また誘ってね
Oh, and she's actually got points. She's actually got points for a change.
よし
There's only need 10 points left, okay. And you can date again, okay, but we'll get back to you. Hina! Who I'm surprised we didn't get a rank 8 or 10 scene. Oh, we've seen her rank 8, so we didn't get a rank 10 scene for.
うん
No, we did see your rank 10. What am I thinking? We've already seen Hina's rank 10. We saw Hina's, Hina's, Coco's, and Reina's. I completely forgot. I think that speaks for itself. How Hina's wasn't that. It was all right. It wasn't the most spectacular thing in the world, but it was all right. I liked it though, but I think it wasn't as memorable. Clearly, if I forgot it, we've already seen Hina's. I completely forgot we'd already seen Hina's. So where you want to go, Hinako? Well, there's some. I'm getting some exercise. Want to go to the gym? Okay. It struck me like it whacked my brain. Want to do some stretches, Hinako?
えーっと
Sorry, I already did mine today. I'll let you know next time. No, that's a shame.
うーん
Seeing this kind of stage really takes me back.
えーっと
You mean it makes you think of ballet?
うん
Yeah, I often used to do ballet in places like this.
それ
Would you rather not think about those memories?
いや
No, it's not that at all. Even now, I still consider them some of my best memories. I think you're awesome, Hinako, being able to face your past like that. I never experienced many big setbacks in my life, so I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. I think there are things that end up remaining in everyone's heart, no matter how big or small.
えっとね
Even you must have had some small failures that you still remember. Yeah, that's true.
そうだな
But despite that, now I think it's important to always keep looking forward.
うん
Maybe it's because I've met a lot of people who I really care about and want to protect.
へ
Who
え
we want to protect?
えっ
Yeah, not just Yuzu and Line, but you, Shio, and everyone else. Before, all I had was ballet. It was the only thing holding me up. So when I lost it, my life was thrown completely off balance. But now, I have all of you. So even if I stumble, I know the people I care about will support me.
うん
That's how I keep my balance. I should learn from your philosophy, Hinako.
それ
You don't have to try and imitate me. Different ways of thinking suit different people.
うんうん
Amazing, the words of wisdom just keep coming.
ありがとう
Ah, simple thanks would suffice.
そう
So
だな
I should build a solid foundation with lots of support.
そうだ
I've got to become someone you can rely on too. You're doing a great job at that already.
また誘ってね
Oh no, yeah, we can do Yuki. She's right here. I was looking for Kirara, but I noticed it was daytime, so we can drag Yuki away.
難しいね
She wants to go to the goldfish scooping stand. It's time for a showdown. What kind of showdown? A goldfish scooping showdown, of course. You're going down.
なあ
The 2 minutes goldfish scooping competition begins.
オッケー
Ready? Go!
おー
Ah, I lost again. Why can't I beat you?
よし
Ah, what a haul. I'm on a roll today. We're using the same scoop. How can this be happening? There is a trick to it, my dear Yuki.
そうだ
Master, I beg of you, teach me your ways. I am not sure you are ready. Please, I'll do anything. If you insist, I shall pass on my secret technique. First up, your tool, the scoop.
そうだな
You see, you must scoop at an angle. Therein lies the trick.
へえ
Ah, you're so wise, Al. You think so? Well, yeah, I had no clue after all. And I'm not giving you a reward for all your compliments, you know.
違う
I wasn't expecting one. I was just telling you my honest thoughts about how amazing you are. Oh, I see. Alright, time to try out your secret technique. Watch me, Master Owl. Okay. She looks uncharacteristically serious. Pat, pat, pat the Yuki. What is this? I suddenly felt like you were like my cute little sister. I had to make it made me want to pat you on the head.
ちょっと
Hey, you saying I'm small? No. Well, you are, but no.
もう
Don't lie. I know you were. I hate it when people treat me like a little kid. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Don't take it the wrong way. Hmm.
絶対また誘ってね。やったね。よし。
Oh, and after the Genshin stream on this one, even though it's still pretty warm, I'm telling you right now, I don't have as many windows open. I had all of my windows open on that Genshin stream, and if you watched it, I don't know if all of it came through on the mic, but I had a lot of noise pollution from outside. I feel like every single thing that could make noise made noise outside. It was insane. So this time I've only got one window open, and I've got my fan on instead, so there's more of a through draft. And so far, I've only heard like one motorbike, at least for me. Everything else has been fine, so I'm taking it for what it is.
あおちゃん、行こう。
Oh, want to go onto the rooftop? Everyone wants to go to the roof. Sure, but why the roof? No reason, I just like the view. Alright. It's cooler than I thought it'd be.
そうだな。
Must be the wind. Let's stay here a little longer.
ひよりさん。
Hey, doesn't come to the rooftop make you want to shout as loud as you can?
そうだね。
Totally. What do you want to shout? Good question. I know I shouted, I like Yuri last time. So I was going to shout, Echo! Echo! Ah, classic. Every time I find myself in a high place, I just feel like shouting.
どう
Where are you, Hiyori? Are you going to shout something? What do I tell the world? Whatever you want. It could be a goal, a resolution, or whatever pops into your head.
よし。
How about...
そう
If we all work together, we can get back to our world!
う
Nice!
ん。
There's something so satisfying about shouting at the top of your lungs.
そうだな。
Makes you feel like a kid, doesn't it?
なるほど。
Yeah, it does. So this is how it feels to be a kid.
そうだ。
Now you know.
あおちゃん。
Hey, Owl. Did you do those teenage things back in our world? I guess you could say I was just an average teenager.
そうだね。
You mean like hanging out with friends, going out to eat, dealing with drama?
うん。
That's what being a teenager's all about. What about you, Hiyori? I had lots of fun memories from school, so I'd say my teenage years were pretty good. But I'm not sure if Mio would say the same. I think there are a lot of things she'd put up with for my sake. She always put my needs ahead of her own. Hiyori. The best days of our youth are still ahead of us. That sounds like something out of a cheesy coming-of-age story. Are you okay? Of course! I mean, we're in the prime of our lives. It's not too late for Mio to enjoy it too.
よし。
From now on, we should all live our lives to the fullest.
そうだ。
Yeah, you're right, Al.
よし。
I have to make sure that Mio and I make the most of this time.
いいね。
Exactly, you got this.
ありがと
Thanks, Al. You're very welcome.
う。よし。
You and I should make the most of this time too, Hiyori. Of course, we already are.
また連れてってよ。
Oh, Lorena. When did that pop up? That wasn't there earlier. What changed, Reina? We couldn't talk to you before at all.
手離さないでよね。
No, Shizaki. Could we talk up on the roof? Or was it because someone else wanted to be on the roof, so it was interrupting? On the roof? You're not going to challenge me to a duel, are you? Well, I guess we could do that if you want. Reina! You could at least try to play along. I am the sun. I am the sun. Sorry. Reina? Oh, sorry, I must have spaced out. I didn't think you were to type the space out. Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Don't worry about it. If I didn't want to be interrupted, I wouldn't have brought you along. I like our casual chats. Oh, really? We must have more in common than I thought. Do you often come up here? Yeah, usually alone. So why did you bring me today? Good question. I wanted you to know that there was another side to me, Hoshizaki. Actually, I already knew that. Huh? At first I didn't think it was like you, but now I realise that it totally is. People who seem like they've got it all together are the ones who need time to unwind the most. Unbelievable. What? Well, you talk to me, it's like you truly know me. I'm totally spaced out right now, so you can tell me something you normally wouldn't. I won't get mad, probably. Something I normally wouldn't tell you, I can't remember what I said last time. I can't remember which one of those. They're too similar. That, you know, like I have no idea what I said last time. If I said the truth is, or there's one thing. It was one thing. You know how sometimes you say case in point? Yeah. It's actually case in point. Wait, seriously? I always felt awkward pointing it out. But I felt like that's something you'd want to know, so I had to tell you. You're kidding, but I've been saying it wrong this whole time. And Hoshizaki was the one that pointed it out. Made me feel closer to you though, knowing that even Reina makes mistakes sometimes. Thanks for letting me know. I'll wipe this conversation from your memory. To be fair, that's the exact same mistake I made when I was younger. But yeah, it's case in point, not case and point. It's just because most people say case in point, you get so used to the end of the in anything meaning and, so you just assume. But no, it's case in point. Because you've wrapped up the entire case in a single point. That's where, you know, it's literally the easiest way to think of it. So it's not a case and a point, it's the case that... it's the case made in a point. It's you get it? You get it? Does it make sense? There's a lot of like sayings that when you realize you've got them wrong, if you figure out what the saying means, you can see exactly why it was wrong. If that makes sense. There's a lot of things. Like the moment you take a second space out where the saying even came from, you're like, oh yeah, right. What I was saying doesn't make any sense. The thing is that the reason why you end up saying it wrong is because you have no reason to, you know, do that usually. And because it's a common mistake of a lot of sayings, a lot of people just kind of stick with it. It's like how when some people don't say sleeve on your wrist, or like sleeve, or like sorry, heart on your wrist, or heart on your sleeve, and it's like one of them's correct, one of them isn't really a saying, but both of them people will understand what you mean because you don't think about it. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? What? There's only women's bathrooms in this school. Oh, you're right. I got so used to this place I never noticed. It's only ever attending co-educational schools, so if I've only ever attended co-educational schools, so it feels quite strange to me. But do we need a men's bathroom? Yes, for a change of pace every now and then. What? Just kidding. Oh, you got me. Of course there's more downstairs. I had a feeling, I was like, yeah, we can't see if there's anything downstairs. I actually like the area around the stairs in this school. There's something really nostalgic about the design of all these squares spread out. That's a nice retro look to it. Well, like the very simple carpet. Kirara, I feel like you'd read just about anything, but what about these? I'd read some of them. Like which ones? How to praise and discipline children. A book on childcare? It could be useful someday. Someday like when? The distant future? Why is there a book like this here in the first place? It is technically a book on health. I guess that's true. No cute nurse. What a shame.
それは
I've never seen a school nurse like that even in the real world. Should we rest here for a while? What, you and me, here? How forward of you, Al.
ちょ
I didn't mean it like that.
それは
But you want to lie on one bed together?
いや
That bed is open too. What a shame. Is she messing with me or...? A flying fish. Really? Or so I thought. It was just the light reflecting on the water. But Kirara, come on. The sea is truly immense. Though it glitters in the sunlight, it is also deep and precarious, suffocating and dark.
そうだね
Just like the human heart. If the heart is a sea, I'm sure yours is beautiful. Huh? I mean, you're always so honest with yourself. You seem so pure. I bet your heart is like a crystal clear tropical sea. I don't believe my heart is that pure. Without the divine, any boat that dared to set sail upon my sea would never reach its destination.
でも
But if you never work up the courage to set sail, you'll never reach anywhere new at all.
そう
Sure, it might be dangerous, but that's part of the journey. You never know if you don't start. We're like voyagers on the sea, traversing danger in order to get our memories back and return home. But if we all work together, I know we can overcome the darkest depths of the stormiest seas.
でも
But what if I'm the only one who can't? Then I'll be cheering you on until you can. I'll be right behind you, pushing you forward. Behind me? Of course, that way I can catch you if you fall.
でも
That's true, but I won't be able to see your face if you're behind me. Did you say something? It's nothing.
ー
What's with all this sea talk all of a sudden anyway?
あ
I grew up far away from the sea. This is the first time I've ever seen so much water. Ah, gotcha. Doesn't feel like the sea to me without a beach.
うん
Like a tropical getaway. Exactly. With an ice-cold glass of tropical juice. How nice. I'd love to see one like that someday.
そうだ
Yeah,
ね
I hope you get to one day. Yeah. When we return to our world, maybe we could. Hmm? Nothing, just talking to myself. Kirara. Hopeful advance. Kirara, advance? What do you mean? What are you trying to advance on?
エスコートお願いねあ
Oh, I still have a CD from the broadcasting room. I need to bring it back. I'll go with you. We can hang out and do something while we're there. Alright, but no messing around with the equipment, okay?
そうね
It'd be a great date spot if there was a boat. But if we got swept out to sea, we might not be able to get back. Stop, that's scary. The cushion is being occupied by a stuffed bear. Mr. Bear gets what Mr. Bear wants. But what does that mean? Oh?
え
What's the matter? I left a whole fruit tart in the fridge this morning for Hiyori, but it's already gone.
そうだ
Can't imagine she eats it all on her own, but she does have quite the appetite. I'll have to make another. I'm not sure she should eat 2 whole tarts in one day,
そうだ
but Hiyori would be really cute if she were chubby.
もう
She would, wouldn't she? But that's not the point. You really spoil her. Hey, Mio? Yes?
そうだな。
Oh, sorry, excuse me. It's amazing how you're always so put together and taking care of everybody else too.
それは。
Is it? I always thought that grooming was a regular part of life.
いや。
Well, sometimes I'm so busy that I can't be bothered. But sometimes I can't be bothered when I'm not busy at all. I guess that's what people call grace. I wish I had some of that.
そう。
Whether or not you do, you're beautiful, you know.
本当？
Really? Then maybe I'll stop fixing my bed head in the morning so I can sleep in longer. You might want to tend to that at least. It's Mio being like caring mode again. Immediately like, yeah, look, you know you're fine, Al. You don't need to worry about anything. I wonder what she's reading. Knowing Mio, it's probably something difficult.
えー
Wait, is that a photo book of cats? Oh, well, You like cats?
そう
I suppose so. If I had to choose between cats and dogs, I would have to go with cats. Yeah, same, sister.
え
Oh, that's a little surprising. Really? Why? I'm not sure. Probably shouldn't say that Hiyori reminds me of a puppy. I mean, you can. I think Mio would probably laugh. I think Mio would probably go, yeah, yeah.
そうね。
I always admired how crisp and clear the voice of the person doing the school announcements was. Yeah, trust me, I do too. If it were me, I'd be so nervous that I'd end up stumbling over my words.
えー
Testing, 1, 2, testing. Wait, is the mic on? Sure is. You weren't talking to yourself just now. You were talking to the whole school. What? Turn it off. I'm just kidding. It's only pretending to do a mic check.
もう。
Shouldn't do things like that all of a sudden. You almost gave me a heart attack. All of a sudden, huh?
ちょっと。
You're not thinking of doing anything weird, are you?
もう。
Ew, don't be so lewd, Mio. Lewd? You really want to broadcast a little hookup to the whole school? Gross. Well, now that you've put it out there, I have to live up to your expectations, don't I? Sorry, this joke has gone too far.
そうだ。
Why don't we play a little prank together?
もう。
What are you planning? If you're going to make everyone uncomfortable... maybe just a little uncomfortable.
でも。
I've always wanted to hear you sing, Mio. We could sing a song together.
ちょっと。
Hold on, you're playing the broadcaster singing to the whole school, aren't you? Yeah, everyone will think we've totally lost it. They might be uncomfortable, but it'll be funny.
いいえ。
That'd make me uncomfortable, so I'll have to pass.
なあ。
Aww. The AV club at my school was like a radio station. They'd even play their own songs. It was so cool.
また誘ってちょうだいね。
How are we doing on the date we're getting? Karara, Hiyori, Mio. Okay. Teddy bear. Maybe Riesel's a child in disguise.
行こう。青。
Oh, let's go up to the rooftop. Sure, but why? No particular reason. I just want to feel the breeze. I always feel relaxed when I come here. Not a fan of crowded places, huh?
あ
Indeed, I much prefer being on my own. You do? Well... Would you prefer it if I went away too? If I wanted to be alone, I wouldn't have come with you.
えっと。
I came here with you because I want to be with you. Oh, good. But it is strange. When I first... Oh god, what's this from? Oh, okay. I just got a notification. I was like, what is this? It's something else. When I first came here, I always preferred being on my own. But now, I feel somewhat on edge unless I'm with you, Al. When I hear your voice, when you're near, My heart starts racing.
えっと
Is there something wrong with me?
いや
Not at all, I feel the same. You do? Yeah, it's like before I knew it, we were always together. But it makes me really happy. It feels, I don't know, special. I'm special. That's so. Well, as long as it's not strange. Face is bright red. She's so cute.
えー
Oh, it's from Yuki. She says she wants to hang out.
どう
What do you want to do? You're busy right now. You're spending time with me already. Right? You just don't want me to leave, huh?
何
Why don't you just say it? That you'd rather it just be us two. I couldn't possibly say something like that.
えー
What is the divine telling you?
あ
The divine, yes, that, say you shouldn't go. They say you must spend the whole day with me, lest you be met with great misfortune. Yeah, very well, then I'll hang out with you today, Kirara.
いいぞ
A wise choice indeed. This little bean. Kirara's in the harem. Kirara's in the fucking owl's harem. There's no ignoring that. That's very blatant.
行こ
Another hot day. Perfect day to cool off in the pool. Oh, good idea. Let's go. Also, if you noticed, and I said it right at the start of the playthrough, I said, there was a point in the game where like it felt like the weather deactivated and it never rained again. When was the last time it's rained in this game? Like we've had cloudy, but it hasn't rained. I still stand by my point that I feel like the firework machines, because it does something to the skybox, is glitching it out and stopping it from raining.
う
This pool only has 6 lanes, huh?
そうだ
If we made the lanes a little narrower, we could all swim at the same
い
time.
や
I think that'd be a bit tough, but I wouldn't mind giving it a try though.
いいね
Walking along the edge of the pool feels so nice and cool.
あおちゃん
Careful not to slip, Al. You sound like a mum. A mum? No one's ever said that to me before. Don't know exactly what it is, maybe because you always keep an eye on what's going on around you.
そうだ
But I always thought you were a caring person. You can even be a bit naggy sometimes. Hey, you think so? Wait, was that a compliment? Yes, totally. Whoa!
あ
Ow! Ugh. Maybe if I slipped right off, she told me to be careful, but this was pretty good. Ow, I'm coming. Huh? Ow! Stay with me! Ow! Oh no, what should I do? It was totally fine, but he was so worked up. I feel like I can't open my eyes now. I have to get help, but I can't leave Al here like this. He was really worried about me. I wish the circumstances were different, but I'm glad. I know it's kind of bad, but I just want to stay here a little bit longer.
そう
Oh, I know what to do.
だよし
CPR. CPR. Scramble to your feet. I kept pretending last time.
ちょ
Wait. Okay. Ow.
えーっと
Should I do CPR? No, no need. I was just pretending. Pretending. What? Also, Al's skirt seems to be doing some crazy things.
バカ
Ow, you idiot! I was really worried.
ごめ
I
ん
know. I'm sorry.
も
Why would you pretend to be drowning? You're kind of funny when you're panic, Hiyori. Kind of funny, Grigma. I'm funny? There's something funny about that. Morning, John. I'm doing good. Hope you are too. I was so scared something had happened to you. I didn't know what to do. Don't ever do that again.
ごめん
I won't. I'm sorry. It's fine. Since we're both soaking wet already, should we go for a swim? Yeah, good idea.
よし
The loser can swim to the one who can swim to the other side fastest wins. Loser is to buy winner shaved ice. Yeah, you're on.
また連れてってよ
It ended up being the wise choice for me to take yesterday off. Even though yesterday was a bit cooler, it was still like thoroughly exhausting weather. Like today's a bit warmer again. But today, like, it feels more manageable because I had the day to relax. I think if I just powered through it and did, yesterday and today, I think by today I'd be like a dead man. I think I'd be way too exhausted. So I'm glad I took yesterday off. And I put my, not confirmed, but general idea of a schedule on the pinned comment. Like this till Sunday, Castlevania Monday, the new summer adventure for Genshin on Tuesday, and Dangan on Thursday. Because the update dropped the other day, but the actual main event for Genshin doesn't start till today, and it's going to have 4 days worth of content, so I'd rather wait for all the content to be out, so Tuesday it is. So I mean, technically I could do it Monday, but I'll just give it to Tuesday, because Monday I said I'd start Vania, so we will. Circle of the Moon, the Game Boy Advance one. And then Danganess will probably only be one stream, assuming there's any recording restrictions. But I'd like to think in our golden age of 2022 that they fucking won't. That they'll stop doing that. I mean, they learnt with Tales of Arise, so I'd like to think that Bandai won't start doing it with their other properties. Nice to have a bench in the second floor hallway. And it gets in the way if he puts it on the landing. But I imagine it'll be fine because it's not like a canonical game, and it's not like it's not as story driven as a lot of the others. So it should be fine. Should be the key word. And although it's not on the schedule, I might stream on Wednesday as well. But it depends how I feel, because Tuesday is supposed to be the hottest day of the heat wave we currently have here in the UK. And I was like, if that's supposed to be the hottest day, I might want to just recoup on Wednesday when it starts cooling down a bit, you know? So we'll see how it goes. Then after Danganess, it will be not too far away, because it's already the 15th. It will not be too far away from August. And I don't want to commit, like, I will get Blue Reflection 2 finished, obviously. But, I don't want to commit to any other, like, big projects, because, August, like, we're about 6 weeks short of it now. We're about 6 weeks short of, Soul Hackers 2 coming out. And so I don't want to do anything too big that might overlap. Obviously, I'll probably do like medium-sized projects. It's still 6 weeks to kill. I'm not going to do like a whole bunch of one-offs for 6 weeks. That'd be insane. But I'm not going to do like jump into Atelier Ryza kind of thing straight away, because that'll be another super big game that I probably won't get done in time before Soul Hackers 2 comes out. Especially considering how long this game took me to get through, and even if we are doing 2 playthroughs, it still took a long while. And then we're going to be doing other stuff. So we've got Castlevania Curse of the Moon. Once we're done with Curse of the Moon, I don't want to leave it too long before I do Harmony of Dissonance, just because I don't like everything about Harmony of Dissonance. So there's a part of me that almost wants to get it out of the way. So then once we're done, the next time I return the Vania, it'll be Aria of Sorrow, which, although I already did a Let's Play of it before I started streaming, I'd more than happily go through that game again, because it's my second favourite Vania. My favourite being Symphony, which you already did. So the sooner I can get to Aria of Sorrow, the better. And then the DS trilogy, well, we're waiting to see if they'll do a remastered collection of the DS trilogy. I think they will. From what I heard, the Advanced collection did really well, so there's no reason they won't then just immediately put that remastering team onto the DS games. The only things they'd have to worry about is reconfiguring the magic doors in Dawn, because in the magic doors you had to use the touchscreen in the original release, so they'd have to like put that on a button or something. But then from what I've heard, the emulator for it, they put something on the emulator, the unofficial emulator. Once like the fans put something on it that made it that the puzzle, like the door drawing puzzle, would solve itself when you click on it, just to save the troubles. It's like, well, they could just do that, because it's not like it wasn't like it's an actual puzzle you had to think about. It was just some doors required you to draw on it, so they got the the DS activation out of it. They made the most of the 2 screens, or made something out of 2 screens. I should say cool hydrate and all that stuff. Yes, I am, my guy. I've got my water bottle sitting on my lap. I hope you're doing well too. But currently, today we are on, at least for right now, 26 Celsius. 26 degrees. But that's, keep in mind, it's only 10:30 AM, so by the time that hits like midday or like the hottest hour, that will probably be starting to approach 30. Which might not sound that bad depending on where you're from. But you also got to keep in mind, the UK isn't built for the heat at all. We're used to rain and snow. And even then we don't do well with the snow. We're used to cooler climates as a lot of the time, and our houses are built for it. Most houses don't have air conditioning, but do have radiators, do have heaters. And so all our houses are all built to make them hotter, that they're well insulated, like there's windows in very precise positions in most houses in the country. You know, every house has heaters and whatnot. Which is great for the winter, keeps us all warm, but when it comes to the summer, we're fucking fighting. Sometimes it's genuinely cooler to be outside than it is inside. And so it feels worse than it is, and especially if it gets humid. Like, thankfully it's not too bad for me, because, you know, I live in a seaside town, but I know, like, a few people that live in the big city, that live in London, and it's hell. It's hell for them. Because it's just tall buildings, narrow streets, and loads of cars. It's just a giant heat generator. It's just like, ugh, yeah, no, I'm glad I don't live in the big city. I'm glad I'm a seaside boy. And I get to, you know, maybe after I finish this stream, I can go, you know, waddle down to the seaside and, you know, maybe go walk to the end of the pier and see if there's any friends around. You know, I can do little things like that and not have to worry about it. I probably won't because it's too hot, but you know what I mean. Like, I could do that and it not be probably too bad. I'll just have to put on some sunscreen before I do. Because knowing my luck, I'd burn like a mother trucker right now. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Hey, Mio.
Oh.
What is it, Al? You look like the subject of a painting. I want to get a closer look. I'm not beautiful enough to be painted. If anyone's beautiful, it's you, Al. The one who keeps moving forward with her head up, even in this crumbling world. Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. This is your punishment for being so serious. Wait, no tickling. Huh? You really hate it that much? Anyway, Mio. What? This date's all over the fucking place. There's no point in thinking too much about that. We'll just do what we can. I know that, but I can't fight. But you can use your head. That means you're fighting right alongside us. The opening of this date had the pacing of like a fucking Crisis Core cutscene. We just jump from like, anyway, let's do this. How are you so strong, Al? I'm not. My head is spinning. I feel like I have a huge weight on my shoulders. I should be the one giving you support, but there's nothing I can do. What? I can only be opening about my weaknesses with you because you speak your mind to me too. This is a bond, isn't it? I feel like I can talk to you about anything, Mio. A bond, huh? Yes, you and I share a bond, Al. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, we can talk about all kinds of stuff. Yes, so, can I talk to you about this? Alright, any more dates? Alright, time to start building shit. Oh, assuming we can. Right, that's for Uta, the giant stuffed bear. Don't have burnable water, don't have an heirloom plate. That's for Uta as well, the light. The home theater. And the fucking rocket ship. Hang on. Can I do... If I do this... And click on it... No, I wanted to see if it had like a set effect. Oh, no, I'm good. I was hoping I could check what items had set effects from here. Other than having to do this, just so it'd be easier to figure out what I can get away with replacing. Ah, the little plant thing, I can't get rid of it. I was like, if I can get rid of that little plant thing, that'd be fine. It's right there, damn. Can't get rid of any of the stands. That's the Kokoro project, which boosts their health up from all of them. So that's why our health's so high. It boosts our defense. And considering the difficulty we're on, we kind of need that. I can't get rid of the windmill anyway. Yuki's we certainly can't get rid of. Attack and defense by 15%. That's amazing. And ether recovery speed 15%. Ugh. Oh, and this counts as a big. We can't get rid of these two because they're too helpful. That's part of a set. The photo studio is not tied to any set, right? Hang on. Okay, good. We can get rid of the photo studio. There's way too many things in this game to build that have set bonuses that really help on the later difficulties to then like give you these like, so little spaces after a while. Like it feels like this game really needed more space for you to be able to put shit down in. If they're going to give you this many things to build, you have to think about it so much about what set bonuses you're prepared to give up and whatnot. But I get it though. It's like it's as though you have to actually consider what's valuable to you in your balancing. What set bonuses are you prepared to give up? What do you think, Kirara? Can you hear anything? No, nothing. See, so this didn't help. There's no need for you to apologize. This just means that the Divine cannot intervene in Oasis. Either way, though my beliefs are a bit different, I feel a sense of calm when I see a shrine. Me too, you're a girl after my own heart. We should all come here to pay our respects soon. We can pray that we'll make it back to our world. Yeah, that sounds nice. Does that open up more dates? I knew it. That's why I didn't build. I knew it. That's why I didn't build anything because it's going to be this. Most of this live stream is going to be dates. This is like the last real hurrah of like the date apocalypse. Teddy bear, and then we'll maybe try and worry about Yuzu and Lime later. It is kind of fitting, you know, considering the heat wave that the UK is currently in. That like this game takes place in the summer. On Tuesday, we're doing the summer events for Genshin. On Thursday, we're doing Danganronpa S, which has like a beachy summer theme to it. It's like we're really playing all the right seasonal games, I guess. The only one that kind of isn't is going to be Vania, but that's because it's Castlevania. I don't think there's a beachy summer mode for Castlevania. Off the top of my head. Oh, why do you think people pray? I know the basic reason, of course, but I'd like to hear what you think. I guess to get their wishes granted by the gods? The gods seems to me that prayer is just a form of autosuggestion. Believers are convinced they'll get the things they ask for. At least that's what I still think. Still, autosuggestion does seem to be surprisingly effective. Autosuggestion? Am I wrong? I guess you think about it like that, but then do people truly believe that their prayers will be answered? I think they do. I think I said the other one last time, that's why I'm picking this. It's that they, or maybe it's that they want to. I usually pray for stuff like passing my next exam. When I pray really, really hard, it makes me feel like everything will work out. I think that's basically what autosuggestion is, right? I think it's actually pretty cool being able to motivate yourself like that. You mean that the act of prayer gives them the courage to act? I think you could see it that way. I guess autosuggestion is a pretty powerful thing. This seems a bit unlike you, Al. Really? You don't seem like the type who needs something like that to motivate yourself. Don't you think you're giving me too much credit? I have found that my compliments often come off as sounding disingenuous. What do you mean? Compliments are words meant to delight another person. This is difficult if you cannot understand what will delight them. Jeez, you're way too honest, Uta. I'll have to pray that I don't get sweet-talked by you. Honest. I'm not sure if that really applies to me. Perhaps my prayer should be that my words sound genuine. Though I wonder if I'm even able to pray. I'm not sure how to do this. I don't think there's anything really special you have to do. I think just trying is the most important thing. You think? Yeah, fake it till you make it. That's a very owl thing to say. Alright then, I'll give it a try. Ready? Yes. Now all that's left is putting your hands together and praying. Oh, usually you have to be thinking about the deity that enshrined, but don't overthink it, just focus on your wish. I don't think this is what most people consider prayer, but I think it may be perfect for me. And we're done. Thanks for coming with me. You're welcome. Thank you for teaching me more about these things. I'm happy that I was able to do this. You always give me confidence, Al. I don't think I've done anything special. But as long as I get to see your smile, that's enough for me. Is it? I'm sorry. I'm not sure I understand. There was Kirara as well, who wanted to. What are you doing in the nurse's office? Come with me, my friend. We are going to your shrine. And then we're going to replace the shrine probably with the very next thing we build, and then just continue the pattern. Want to say a prayer while we're here? If you'd like to, that's fine with me. Right, cool. First off, let's ring the bell. Okay, nice effect for showcasing they rung the bell. Ow, you'll frighten the gods. Why? Ringing the bell right away is like barging into someone's house without knocking. You don't go to the doctor without making an appointment first, right? Okay, so that means... I didn't know I had to introduce myself to the gods. The gods are quite busy. You have to let them know you're here first. That makes sense, but they have to hear a whole lot of prayers. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Okay, here we go. Hello, gods. It's me. It's me, your boy. You go. The next is... I shouldn't just being that casual about it. Just going, hello, God. It's me. Your friendly neighborhood owl. All done. Thanks, Kirara. I feel like the gods heard my prayer. I'm happy to be of help. You sure know a lot, don't you? You study a lot. Not at all. I was simply curious about other gods, so I researched it. That's it. But you still remember it all, though, right? I would have forgotten everything right away. Are you going to forget what we did today, too? Of course not. You took the time to teach me, after all. I'll be sure to do this whenever I go to a shrine. Good. I'm glad. You're not going to make a wish too, Kirara? I can already hear the divine. I think it would be rude to wish for things on top of that. I guess it would be kind of weird when you can already talk directly with the divine whenever you want. But you can't hear their voice now, right? Isn't this a chance to give it a go? You may be right. I suppose I could give it a try. This is more difficult than I thought. What do I wish for? Let's see. How about something for the good of humanity, like world peace? That makes sense. Please bring peace to everyone across the world. I hope it comes true. It will. We'll make it come true. Yeah, the next generation will fix all this fucking shit in the world if we can. That's what Kirara was saying. I hear you, Kirara, loud and clear. Alright. Does this count as a big? Please, for the love of God, don't count as a big. Count as a medium. Oh, good. Okay, so now we've got more things we could potentially replace. Okay. That we know is part of a set. That we know is part of a set. I think the swings are a part of a set. Well that is. That's the bonfire. All of these are. So oh, jeez. What's there? Oh, the sunflowers. Stand, a vending machine. Hang on, let's check the sets. Beach chair, that. The shower counts too. What the fuck? Increased damage dealt to an enemy by 7, but decreases damage taken and decreases damage taken by 10%. Fuck. And the swing is set as well. I was hoping the kiddie rides wouldn't be on there. Both the beds, the fields. The fact that that's a HP attack and defense makes that so brutal. It's like I can't disrupt that at all. That's way too helpful of a boost. Vending machine. Is the vending machine tied to anything else? No, I'll give up Midsummer Market. I'll give up that set effect. Hang on. Yeah, that, okay, I had the chance. Like, that is where the vending machine is, isn't it? What do you think, Uta? It certainly is big. Sorry, I'm trying to make more of an effort when I hear the rumbles of a motorbike coming up to mute my mic so it doesn't just go through the. I say that as he revs his engine high up the road, so the mic might have even caught that anyway. But just to try and stop it being caught on the mic as often, then you don't need a new Mondo every hour or so. You know, just if I can try and keep it down a little bit, so it'll be fine come the winter because the windows will be closed, so you won't be able to hear anything. But it's just when it's this hotter weather and I've got the window open, I've got to make some kind of compromise. It was the biggest frustration with the Genshin stream was the amount of background noise that ended up coming up in that stream for the first hour or so. It was really frustrating. You can kind of hear it in the stream. I was starting to get annoyed at it. Certainly is big. It feels as big in comparison to me now as the old bear did when I was a child. Maybe a little too big, but it's super fluffy. Touch it. It is very fluffy. It seems like big stuffed bears like this all have an odd face. An old face. The kind of face that struck Uta as old back then. It may not be the same bear that I had all those years ago, but thank you. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Bear. And I imagine, let's call it a hunch. Oh, what a surprise! I told you, we're going to be doing a lot of fucking dates. Because we've got lots of the build, and each one will almost definitely give us dates. Hey, Hina. And we've still got the side quests to do. We've still got all, I say, these are the ones we're working on. These are the building stuff side quests. So we're working on these as we speak. But we still got to go do a stealth mission with Yuki. And go take down the Nebula. Which, to be fair, should be fine. We didn't have any real trouble with the Nebula on normal. So I'm hoping that will translate into the Death Wish run as well. Speaking of Death Wish, I'm not sure when I'll actually get the time together to actually go back to A Hat in Time and try and do the rest of them. Oh, because we're here at the wrong time frame. I was like, why isn't there a dialogue trainers? Because it's only during the day. Got it. We need to try and get another date with Hina and then make sure we go do it during the night then. Because yeah, the marker's gone because it's nighttime. Alright. This feels like on a date when we hold hands like this. We'll become the hot gossip around the school. Don't say things like that, it's embarrassing. Sometimes we'd get gifts at ballet recitals. One time when I was little, another girl in my studio got a stuffed animal as big as this one. I was so jealous. You get presents like that at the ballet recitals? It's not always something this big, but stuffed animals and flowers are pretty common. No way. If there's something you really want, can you request it? From a friend, probably. That's amazing. I should take up ballet. You gold digger. What's Hinako thinking? Does it remind you of someone? What do you mean? You've been staring at it for a while. I thought about it. Now that you mention it, it does remind me of someone. It kind of reminds me of you, Hinako. What makes you say that? Wait, it makes me want to hug it. Only you would think that. You secretly like it though, don't you? Oh, shut up. We've come this far, you might as well give it a hug. Wait. This could be trouble. It's so soft, I might not ever be able to let go.
そうだ
I know what you mean. It's just so welcoming, isn't it?
そうだ
That's it. It feels like it just accepts me just the way I am. I could just fall asleep like this. Oh, just look at her face. If she falls asleep, maybe I'll snap a picture.
また誘ってね
Right, and who else wants to check out the teddy bear? Oh, if it isn't our best girl. You know, the one that asked us to make it. That makes sense. There's Kirara. Uta, where? Oh, there you are, in the corner.
どこへ行きますか
There's actually somebody I'd like to meet. Who? You mean someone here, right? Yes, the big plushie sitting outside. Oh, that thing. Sure, let's go. Oh, it's so cuddly wuddly. I can stay like this all day. Cuddly wuddly. It's super soft and it feels great to wrap your arms around and give it a big squeeze. It definitely is soft, right? Hey Uta, why don't you try squeezing it a little harder? Like this. Yeah, isn't it soothing? Soothing. Oh, she's re-squeezing hard. She's practically strangling it. Well, I'm glad you don't hate them.
はい
Yes, this cuddly wuddly thing is not bad. I wonder if the word cuddly wuddly is growing on her. I have to say, seeing you play with a plushie is like seeing a blue whale in the wind, in the wild. What? Are you saying she's like a plankton? You know, like hugging the bottom of like the... What the I need to see where this conversation goes. It's like seeing a blue whale in the wild. You mean that it's a rare sight? It's true that I would likely never have experienced this on my own. I'm glad Uta took it that way, because I'd be like, what the fuck? Are you calling me a whale? You know? Before this, I never imagined that there was something to be gained from hugging a stuffed animal. Uta.
ですが
But you helped me see that cuddly wuddly things are not... Okay, yeah, the word is definitely growing on her.
ありがと
Thank
う
you very much, Al. Don't mention it. She has taken a liking to the word cuddly wuddly. I'm glad we were able to hang out and talk today, Uta.
はい
Me too. You know what? After all that talk of cuddly things, I want to hug you too now. I want to hug you too now, Uta.
どういう
Why
こ
would
と
you
です
want to do that? I'm not soft at all. I don't want to hug you because you're soft. I want to hug you because you're you, Uta.
ごめん
I'm
なさ
sorry, I
い
don't understand.
よし
It's fine. I just want to hug you. Come on, jump into my arms.
あの
Like this. It was a little low on energy, but I like that shy side of you too.
楽しかったですか
I'll check the fragment Mageddon that we picked up on the other side of all this. Alright, can't build that, can't build that. Another thing for Uta, can't build that, and that's another giant, the rocket, and I think that's another giant item. Let's build the lamp. Let's see if we can find somewhere to put the lamp. Please count as a small item. Yes, thank goodness. Okay, we know exactly where I'm putting you. Where's the training stand? There it is. Get rid of that.
なんでしょう
I'm pretty sure that's not a part of any set bonus. That should be a safe getaway. Huh. We do feel like a sense of nostalgia around here now. That's the power of this lamp.
そうですね
Yes, it's very calming. It's probably thanks to this kind of light. Yeah, it's warm and a bit melancholic. It feels kind. You're right. This light has a kindness to it. Maybe the feeling of nostalgia that you mentioned is this warm, melancholic emotion I feel right now. Bing bong. God damn. And on this playthrough, I was worried I somehow wouldn't get level 10 with everyone. And I mean, like, hang on. Do you have any extra points beyond... I mean, we spent like another 15 on Yuki, but look how many extra points beyond rank 10 we've hit people. Especially Uta. I know I prioritized her on the first one, but holy shit, girl. Holy shit. I'll check fragments later. This probably unlocked more dates. Of course it did. Hiyori and more Uta, because, you know, we haven't spent enough time with Best Girl. Oi. Let's go, Hiyori. Hey, there's this cute street lamp outside. Well, yeah, do you like those kind of things, Hiyori? Yeah, can we go look at it? I've never heard of someone refer to a street lamp as cute, gotta be honest. I've seen stylized lamps, and I've seen the ones that are cool, but I've never heard someone just go, oh, this is cute. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm the weird one. Fucking spacesuit. There's almost definitely going to be a set bonus of having the rocket and the spacesuit out at the same time. These lamps are cute, don't you think? What do you call stuff that's styled to be old-fashioned looking? You mean like retro? I think it could also you could also call it vintage. Wow, you know all about this stuff, Al. It's just something I picked up from watching anime. Then what's the difference between retro and vintage? Vintage is stuff that's actually old. Retro is stuff that's designed to feel like it came from an olden era. Like, one's actually from the older era, one just feels like it is. That's the difference between retro and vintage. Well... Oh, I said I'd pretend to know last time. I know the words, but not really too much about what they actually mean. I wonder if Miho knows. Ah, she totally seems like she would. Let's ask her sometime. Yeah! Still, the light from these is really nice, huh? Yeah, I always feel safer when things are well lit at night. Anyway, that retro and vintage trivia, I learnt that from my tattooist, because I have a tat on my arm, and my tattooist, she had a bunch of stuff in her office, and we was talking about it while she was inking up my arm, and I remember seeing something that looked like it came from a bygone era, and I was asked, and I remember saying, "Oh, that's kind of vintage." And you went, "Oh, that's the right word." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And you went, "Oh, most people say it's retro." And it's like, no, it actually came from like the 1970s. It's a genuine item from that time. It said if you'd said retro is because it's a retroactive creation. It's something that takes you. It's something that's made to resemble things from before. I was like, "Oh, okay," and it just stuck with me. I need to get more tattoos. The tattoo I've got on my shoulder is in honor of my late uncle, and it's like I want to get more things, not just like to honor the people that I love in my life that I've unfortunately lost, but also to just kind of like reflect the things that made my life, that made me who I am, sort of thing. Like I've been wanting for a while. I want something to go down my spine, tattoo-wise, that like reflects like the idea I had is Dante's sword from Devil May Cry, the Rebellion. But because it gets shattered in DMC5, it's shattering off. Like the hilt starts at the top of my spine, but the blade itself shatters off into pieces. And then the reflection of the pieces are different things that reflect different parts of who I am, or like what like franchises or things of great significance made me who I am. It'll be a huge work, but it's something I'd love to do some point. The dark can be pretty scary. Speaking of, do you turn out the lights when you sleep? I turn them off. Yeah, I can't sleep when they're on. I have heard that there are people who can't sleep without them, though. I even heard about someone once that can't fall asleep unless the TV is on. I can understand that, since I fall asleep listening to the radio. And I think I mentioned this trivia during this scene last time as well, but even if you find it easier to fall asleep with noise, understand that your brain will not be able to get the most of the rest. Your brain can only make the most of its time in rest if it's sleeping in silence. Because if there's noise, your brain will continue to process that noise even when you sleep, and so it will be doing things. Your brain will be acting on things, and it will end up making you not feel as well rested when you wake. If you can help it, sleep in silence. If you struggle to sleep with silence, put things on timers. Then, like, if you sleep where you have to have a bit of noise, where it's like the TV or radio or something, put it on a timer so that when you fall asleep, eventually it will turn off on its own. So you can still get some proper sleep. You can still get some proper rest for your brain. I usually turn off the light in my room. But sometimes when I feel lonely, I sleep with the light on. You do? Yeah, something about having it makes me feel better. Like maybe if Mum knew that all the light bulbs worked, she wouldn't have needed to go buy new ones. That's right, Hiyori's mum went out shopping but never came back. I always get scared that someone will go away whenever a light goes out. Oh, it's just a trauma association. Just kidding. I bet you sounded like I was a little kid. I don't think so. Getting older doesn't mean that you suddenly stop getting scared of that stuff. There are plenty of people like you. Everyone's sleeping habits are different. I mean, yeah, I struggle to sleep unless I'm holding on to something. I think that you should do what's best for you, Hiyori. Yeah, I think so too. The last thing we want is for you to not get enough sleep. We need you to rest it so you can help us fight. Roger that! I'll make sure I get the best sleep everyone's ever slept. And who's the other person, if I didn't already know? Hello again. Let us go to the retro street lamp. Where should we go today? Good question. How about we go to that street lamp? Oh, sure, Uta. You seem like you're in a good mood. Oh, do you really think so? And the funny thing is, half the dates that we can get with Uta, we haven't even unlocked yet because we haven't twigged her, like later scenes. Like we haven't twigged her rank 6, 8, and 10 yet. Which all for the other characters led to more dates once you cross those thresholds. So there's a bunch of dates with Uta we can't do just yet because she hasn't gone far enough with her character development to do them. Even though we're rank 10, we can't see her rank 6, 8, and 10 scenes just yet. She needs to have some growth first. This is one of my favourite places. Really? I'm glad that you're sharing something like that with me. I like it quite a bit myself. May I ask you, what you like about it? I said atmosphere last time, so I'll say the shape. I have to choose something. It's the shape of the lamps. It's like there's something out of an old movie. Yes, they are quite unusual. The latest designs are cool, but there's something nice about the old-fashioned ones. Nice? You don't find them unattractive? I don't think so. Something about their shape is calming. I don't think I understand what you mean, though I do feel somehow soothed looking at them. Soothed, huh? I must have seen something like these at some point. I believe I was fond of them. Though I'm not sure if it was in person or simply a picture or movie. Huh? You make it sound so cool. They do have a particular atmosphere. Does it bring anything to mind for you? Does it bring anything to mind? I suppose 19th century London? Ooh, sounds romantic. What was 19th century London like, anyway? You mean the fucking... You mean the Victorian era of London? I hate to break it to you. Not that romantic. It was actually kind of dirty. And gruff. And the understanding of makeup involved, like, practically poisoning yourself. And, you know, we had open furnaces on the street. Which is still, like, the coolest thing of the bygone era. It's, like, the only thing of, like, the past I think, man, that would be cool. I get why they don't anymore, obviously. Like, it's a huge hazard. It's really bad for the atmosphere. It's a really toxic thing. It's part of the reason why there's a giant hole in the ozone layer. The actual atmosphere bubble. If you look at it, there's a scar. There's a scar in the atmosphere. That's now, like, significantly above the UK. Like, it's floating in the giant space of the ocean. Yeah, we made that in the Victorian era. In the Victorian era, we made that giant fucking hole in the atmosphere because of the 1,000,001 oil and fire and coal machines and fire machines that we had. The Victorian era was extremely industrial with zero understanding or care for what it would do for the atmosphere. So we literally ripped a fucking hole in the sky, effectively. We ripped a hole through the ozone layer, and the scarring is still present to this very day. I said, obviously the atmosphere moved and shifted, so that bubble has continued to spiral, and so now it's above the UK, but it used to be over the UK. And it's why like the UK nowadays is so green focused, because I think like we can look back on the forefathers of history and be like, man, we really fucking ruined. We're really the biggest reason why global warming kind of came about. Like we're really like one of the biggest reasons why global warming became such a crisis, or is such a crisis. Because we literally tore the sky open in the Victorian era with all of our machines and CO2 and everything like that. We are the problem. But yeah, we used to like, and you look at like there's the classic example I brought it up last time. I think we got to this scene was there's a show called Peaky Blinders. In the earliest seasons of the show, there are points where characters are walking down the street and there are these giant fucking boilers with like open fires coming out of them, literally on the side of the street, and that's genuinely what it was like during that time, and even more so during the Victorian era. Like in the early 20th century, it was when they started to start fading out, especially after the First World War. They started to fade out more and more, and eventually they just ceased to exist. But in the Vic era, like they were all over the goddamn place because they powered everything. It was the height of the Industrial Revolution. There were steam locomotives running then. Steam locomotives. I've seen them in old movies. I've seen them in old romance flicks. The costumes were also pretty. I've seen them in movies as well. One of them had a murder take place on the train. The murder of the expressway. There's always a famous story. I remember thinking that they were quite conservative when showing the murders. Well, yeah, there has to be age ratings and restrictions on films for a reason. It was just like, why didn't they just tear them limb from limb and turn it into a real Jack the Ripper and show it all on camera? You wanted more? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Well, people have different interests, right? I'm sorry. That wasn't very interesting, was it? No, it's my bad for being clueless. I wish I was a little smarter so I could keep up with you. Do you like historical stuff like this, Uta? I suppose I do. I think I feel more at ease with inorganic things like this rather than things like books and people. Perhaps I've always had a difficult time connecting with people and their emotions. And what about now? Do you still feel like you have trouble connecting with others? Actually, don't answer that. Sorry, that was inconsiderate of me to ask. You don't have to apologize. I do still have trouble, but you're easy for me to understand, Al. Oof, is it because I'm simple? No, it's because you say things you're thinking. It's very helpful for me. I see, that's a relief. I hope I can talk about all kinds of things with you. But knowing that, at least from what we've seen so far, Uta is the only person whose rank 10 is them confessing to you. Everyone else is just them finding their own revelations. Really puts into perspective all of these little scenes we get of Uta saying that she's the one that she, like, Al understands. Like she understands Al the most, she clicks with Al the most, she feels the most human with Al. It's like, you can see why she ends up falling in love. Because she feels human when she's around Al. She doesn't feel like this weirdo who just can't understand things like she does with everyone else. Right, what are the... Hang on. Okay, that's the only set bonus we've, lost. Ailment resistance. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind losing ailment resistance. We tend to do just fine with that. Ooh, I need to make more vibrant kimonos. And more reinforced labor. Actually, let's do both of them now. Let's sort that problem now. Oh my god, there's so many things. Vibrant. There we go. I don't need to make 99. I'll make like 12. Oh, whoops. Alright. There's such an awkward smile on Reina's face on the side. Holy shit. She was so awkward with that smile. She's like, we're doing this. Reinforced fiber. I'll make like another 8.
どれにしどの材料を使おうか。どれにしようかな。始めましょう。完成。何を作ろう。
Teddy bear's plots, we're not doing that just yet. Right, back to this. It does count as a large, of course it does. Right, I don't mind giving up ailments, so we'll just chuck this here. All done! The perfect place to relax on a hot summer's day. It looks pretty good, huh? Let's try it out now. Cool breeze from the fan. The sound of the wind chimes. It feels like summer break. For sure. Relaxing with a friend in a room like this is the peak of luxury. Not sure I'd call this luxury. It's just a regular traditional Japanese room. Traditional is fine. Traditional is luxury. Oh, that's kind of deep. Or are you just saying whatever comes to mind and not thinking that deeply at all? Hehehe, wouldn't you like to know? Alright, and let's see what dates that breaks open. Yuki and Kirara. Oh, so we leave Uta alone for a minute. Uta's probably tired of like us just dragging her along, even if she loves us. Let's go chill in the room with tatami mats. No, fucking Baiken will kick her ass. Why do you want to go near tatami mats? Good idea. I'm thinking about taking a break. I'll take a day off and just do nothing, isn't it? Actually, that might be an obscure-ish reference. I'm talking about in Guilty Gear. There's a character called Baiken, and one of her skills is that she just summons the tatami mat and like kicks it down. So it's like a giant fucking mat will come slamming down on you. So every time I hear tatami mats, I just think of Baiken kicking a fucking mat at me. I love tatami. Yeah, it feels kind of special, doesn't it? We don't have any tatami rooms in my house. I get that. It brings a certain vibe to a room. It's like a traditional restaurant or a Japanese inn. Oh, by the way, are you thirsty? Want some tea? Sure, if you don't mind making it. No problem. Usually I would be like, oh, I'll make it, but I'm pretty sure I said that last time. And I always pick different dialogue options if I can, because it leads to different fragments. So we get more options in our arsenal. Even if I keep on only using like the basic ones. I should experiment more, but I'll experiment more when I get stuck. That's tasty. Nice job, Yuki. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, I'm surprised. Surprise? What's that supposed to mean? sorry. It really is good though, thanks. You're welcome. Sitting on the veranda, drinking tea and relaxing. This is a life. Agreed. Yuki, you look like you're about to fall asleep. Here, use my shoulder as a pillow. If you insist. And she's out. What a cutie. Go on. Huh? Yo, you were awake? You little cheeky menace. I was gonna say, I don't know anyone that can fall asleep that quick. I wish I could. I wish I didn't have to spend 20 minutes pretending I'm asleep before I actually fall asleep. It'd be nice. I wish I could just like hit the bed and clock out. I think the only time that's ever happened where I've ever like just accidentally fallen asleep, it was when I was like 14. I was like 13 or 14. I went round a friend's house and we ended up doing an all-nighter, just like playing video games. And like, the sun was rising and we were still playing games, and we was just like, oh, whoops. And then when I got home, I literally like sat on the sofa and just closed my eyes. Like I wasn't even thinking about it. I literally just kind of closed my eyes for like a minute, and like 3 hours passed. And I was like, oh shit. And I remember because the only reason I woke up was because my mum rang. My phone was next to me and it started ringing, and it was my mum just checking on me. And I was like, oh, sorry, I just fell asleep. Sorry. It's nice to relax like this sometimes. I was out that said that. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I went straight to Yuki's voice. Tatami mat, an open veranda. It soothes the soul. Totally. Although there is one thing missing. Some fried chicken. Fried chicken? Nothing says hanging out outside during the summer like fried chicken, right? You just want to eat some fried chicken, don't you? Probably. All this talk has gotten me hungry as well. Me too. Wonder if there's anything around. Ooh, we have cookies. Want to share? Please. That hit the spot. Perfect snack. Is something the matter? These cookies. I think they belong to Yuki. Wait, really? Really? I realized just now. Don't worry, she'll never know if we don't tell her. I don't know if I can keep it a secret. No surprises there. Oh well, we've eaten what we've eaten. We'll apologise later. She'll probably be super mad though. Then we pay her off. In exchange for the cookies? Exactly. Pay her off, huh? I know last time I didn't say cold hard cash because like that doesn't make any sense, but let's try it this time. It's time to give bribe. Time to give bribe. Time to give bribe her. Ow. Should we try that sentence again? Do you mean time to bribe her with the most delicious thing of all? Cold hard cash. Oh, delightfully devilish, Seymour. Oh, you do flatter me. Yuki doesn't seem the type to enjoy getting gifted money. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be such a great idea. I'm sure the Divine would recommend just regular sweets. Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's go see if we can't find something. Alright, on to the next and I think last thing that we can actually make right now. Because the other stuff, we need items we don't have right now. Right, there's only one more thing we can make. Because we don't have an heirloom plate, we don't have burnable water. And we don't have a pure white cloth. So, let's make the rocket ship. But let's check the sets in effect quickly. Ooh, we have lost enemy drop rate and ailment. We lost drop rate as well. That's fine. And what did we gain by building the shack? Okay, experience doesn't matter. We're nearly at the level cap. Anything else? Okay, if we're only losing experience, that's fine. We're already right near the level cap. That's not a threat at all. Jesus fucking... The rocket ship. This giant goddamn thing. Fucking sound effects. Hey, Mio, check it out! You really made a rocket ship? I can't believe it. Does it really fly? Of course it does. That's what you wanted, so that's how I made it. And did you think about how it would land? Ah, crap. I thought so. Well, we'll need more knowledge and technology if we're going to fly the rocket anyway. Oh, I thought I could make it work. I'm sorry, Mio. Don't apologize. This is probably for the best. If we really reach the stars, I might not look up at the night sky anymore. Look at this fucking thing. And it boosts crit rate by 30%. Oh, damn. And I bet it has a set bonus with this. In fact, before we do any dates, I want to go check. Because I'm willing to bet there's a set bonus with the suit. And Uta wants to go check it out as well. Oh, Mio's projects. Increases damage dealt to enemies in 15% one-on-one and decreases damage. Damn. Quest for the stars. Slash, pierce, and shock damage by 10. That's amazing for our party. Oh, cafe on the corner. Increases attack by your gear level times 5%. So it'll be by 10% for level 2, 15 for level 3. Okay, that's cute. Anything else involving the giant rocket? No. Alright, we'll keep the rocket there, though. That seems very beneficial. Just Mio and Uta. Come to think of it, I still haven't seen the inside of the rockets we built. Oh, it's not really worth seeing. This makes me even more curious. Captain, we have visual confirmation of Saturn. Have you finished plotting our course, Officer Hoshizaki? Oh, Mio's playing along. Yes, ma'am. To the end of the universe and beyond. That will be quite the long journey. I wonder what we'll find there. It'd be so cool if this was a real rocket. The school is surrounded by water, and if we went up into the sky, we might even discover parts of a space unknown to man. What am I talking about? There's nothing up there. You don't know that for sure. The universe is full of mysteries, you know. Are you interested in space, Mio? A little, I suppose. Are you so you're fascinated by the great unknown? You could say that. There are so many things in this world that we still don't understand. I feel that the ultimate truth of this world is hidden out there somewhere. I think that's why I'm drawn to it. I really like to think about things on a grand scale, Mio. Elle, if this was a real rocket that could fly anywhere, where would you go? Fly anywhere, I'd visit a planet inhabited by aliens and make first contact. The aliens might not look anything like us, though. You think they'd have long tentacles or something? What if they actually looked horrifying to us? What would you do, Al? Horrifying? Like they're all squishy and slimy with tons of arms? Al, why are you sticking on this whole tentacle arm thing going on? What have you been reading? I just imagined it. I just wanted to see your reaction. Sorry, Al. Untapped romanticism. I don't think that's the right word I'd use. It's a shame. It's a real shame. I get why, because they're more like to be like the plot people. But it's a real shame you can't hang out with Yuzu or Lime. They're only there to, you know, get like to recap plot events and talk about things if you talk to them. You can't take them out on dates or anything. I think that would have been nice to just change the pace, to be able to take them somewhere and get to know them. Hello, Al. Could I have a moment of your time? Of course you can, Uta. You can have all the time. By the way, there seems to be some kind of rocket outside. What could it be? It's exactly what it looks like. A rocket. Want to get a closer look? Yes, I'm extremely curious. Ow, this rocket, it can't be real, can it? This, no way this thing is real, but I'll be honest, I think I teased it last time. Sorry to say, but I can't see it being real. Oh, I see, that's too bad. Why do you say that? I would have liked to take a look inside. I've never seen the inside of a real rocket. Well, in that case... how about a trip to space together? A trip to space would have to be unbelievably expensive. Hey, I wasn't being serious, I just meant we could pretend. A pretend space adventure? That sounds nice, let's do it. I don't believe I've ever played pretend before. Let's board then. Uta's way more into this than I thought she'd be. Kinda glad I came up with this. Wait up, Uta. Let's get everything ready first. Do we have much to prepare? Yeah, like snacks, playing cards, and some refreshing drinks. Yeah, that too. Huh? Looks like you were having so much fun, I couldn't help but laugh. They say space is lonely, but I'm sure I wouldn't have to worry about that if you were with me. Right. I'm not building anything else. We can't anyway. We're fucking done. We're 2 hours in and we're done with the dates. Oh my god. And if it's, we've still got the side quest to do. This is why I was like, we'll just see how it fucking goes. This might just be the dating stream, and we get into Yuzu and Lime Salem, because we've got to do these side quests, which also have a chance that could lead to other things. Because I think, the reason why we haven't seen Yuki's rank 10 is because we need to do that, because it will collide. I mean, the reason we haven't seen Yuki's rank 10 scene is because where we'll need to go is the same place his quest is. And we need to go fight the Nebula. So, you really leaving? Yes, I'm sorry, but there's no place for me here anymore. I'm so sorry, this is all my fault. Don't be sad, this was my decision. Adios, amigo. The brightest star is named Sirius. What's that, looking at the star map? Hey, this takes me back. You were so little when I gave it to you. You didn't care much for it back then, though. Why the sudden interest? I want to look something up. I want to be prepared. Prepared for what? Not telling. Alright, Yuki, let's go do this first. And then we'll go fight the Nebula. Oh, Yuki said she wanted to go around here to Heartskip with Reina, didn't she? Let's go up there. We need to come back here properly anyway, because I didn't clear it all out. Sure, a lot of demons. We were pretty screwed if we get surrounded. You'll have to take care of me. No joke. I recommend we avoid fighting at all costs. Oh, fuck, immediately. I was like, oh, that enemy doesn't seem to be looking our way. We should be good. Man, the fucking heart monitor part of the track again. Every single time I hear it, I just gotta go, alright, because you know what it means. Oh, come on! That thing must have literally just snapped on its fucking heel to spot me like that. I'm trying to think how we're going to get past this bit. We need to get to that bridge, I think. Please don't suddenly turn around again. God, the sparkly effect's making it slightly harder to see. Wait for it to go the other way and then up the bridge we go. Jesus Christ. It's like, oh, this one's pretty determined to get in our way. We may be able to take it out without being noticed so we can sneak up behind it. Oh, just like in the spy movies, let's do it. You be quiet until it's done. Good luck, Al. I feel kind of nervous all of a sudden. Now! And it doesn't even count as a back attack when you get to the actual fight. God dang it. It just counts as a normal encounter. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I think I will actually leave Yuzu and Lime to the next time. Just because after Yuzu and Lime, it will lead into other stuff as well, and it'll get a bit chunky. And with how hot it still is, the last thing I want to do is still be streaming for the hottest hour of the days, you know? So I might do these stealth missions, like do the extras, see what extra scenes we unlock for it, and then after that wrap up. So I know it'll be a shorter-ish stream compared to usual. Like, you know, I haven't done like 4 hours or so like I usually aim for. But I think just for now, I've thought my little compromise for this heat, I need to do something like that. We can just cheat and book straight for this now, can't we? Yeah, so that, I remember that enemy being actually pretty damn easy to circumvent. You just kind of book it. I said, no, you also need to come back here anyway, because I never cleared out the rest of the area. We made it! And in one piece. Oh, what's wrong? You two go ahead and have fun. I'll stay here and keep an eye out for demons. I'll take you up on that. Let's go, Reina. Yeah, let the lovebirds spend some time together. Okay. I think this is the part that has one of my favourite lines from Reina. I think this is the "I'm so lucky to be in love with you" line. Oh, no, that's a different part. Hey, ow! Because I have it screenshotted. Back already? Well, I was wondering if you could take some pictures of us before we leave. Of course. Thanks, here's my phone. Say cheese. Let me see, did you capture our indescribable beauty? So dark that you can't see the lighthouse behind us at all. Oh well. You're right, it's pitch black. Maybe if we change the settings? No, I like it. It feels moody. When we get back to the real world, we'll take another in front of a real lighthouse. What do you think, Reina? Same. How could you say that? It would be so dramatic and cool. I don't care where we go, as long as I'm with you, Yuki. Reina, you big goof. I'll give him a minute. Right, now that's out the way, will the game be like, okay, now you can do Yuki's rank 10? Oh no, it's just later on. Okay, well, let's go clear out the rest of Yuki's dungeon. Yuki's Heartscape. So I never got around to it. It's literally just, because plot's here, you need to go around, clear up that space, and come around here and get that recipe. So it shouldn't take long, we should just book it over, really. And I don't mind doing these shorter streams here and there, is because I'm looking at like the schedule and like what's coming up. There's a good chance, especially like when we get into August, like in the later half of August, like when Soul Hackers 2 comes out and whatnot. If Soul Hackers is even remotely close to the length of a Persona game, those streams need to be long. You know, like they need to be like Elden Ring stream lengths. I need to be averaging 7 or 8 hours per stream to get through that in a decent time frame. So it's like I don't mind doing shorter ones now because I know there's going to be a point where the juggernauts are coming in, if that makes sense. I know there'll be bigger ones later on. In fact, speaking of Soul Hackers 2, you know, the Genshin 3.0 comes out the day before Soul Hackers 2, and that's adding a whole extra country to the game, which I'm going to want to explore and spend a lot of time in. That will probably also end up being a relatively long stream if I can help it, assuming I don't end up working that day. Because obviously I don't know that far ahead what my shifts are. Speaking of all that though, I do have a week off in August from work. So that week I'll try and go crazy with streams if I can, since I'll be more free to do so. I think it's the... second week of August? I think it's the week I got booked off. I think it's the second week of August. Which will be, I know it's before the Genshin update and Soul Hackers 2. But I think I've got a week off, and in that week, if I can help it, I want to be streaming. Obviously, I won't knacker myself out, but I want to be streaming like almost every day, or every day if I can help it, and they'll all be longer ones since I'll be more free to do so, you know? Oh, this counts as a full mini-boss enemy. Got it. The enemy we knocked down is just an extra mook. One of the ads for the fight. That's okay, we should get this done quite quick. Especially with all the set bonuses and everything we've got stacked up. Oh. I didn't even realize the other one was still alive. We'll do that though. I don't even spot you over there. You're about to be not alive. Yeah, case in point, that was very quick. I was trying to see if I could get one of them in time, but no. Alright, combo lost. That's fine. There we go. Yeah, the level cap's 50 and we're level 48. That's why I really wasn't fussed about losing the experience boost. It's like we're already nearly there. There's no way in hell we're not going to be level 50 by the end of Yuzu and Lime's dungeon. You know, like, I'd be very surprised if we're somehow not all level 50 by the end of that hardscape. Considering there's 4 zones to it. Because it's each of the 4 common areas in the first game. Technically 5 if you want to count the central, even though you don't do anything in it. Other than just trigger a boss fight at the end of it. Oh damn, yeah, I'll take that much golden silk. Thanks, game. Alright, now let's go get the ration and berries, damn. Let's go get that recipe. I can't remember what recipe it is. This enemy's not going to make that easy. Okay. These enemies are really in the way. Ouch, I hit my head. You're alright, you always hit your head. And then Shio has to tell you off. Alright, what's this? The handy mop. The mop. So we can clear out that fucking shortcut in the Hirahara Sisters' hardscape. That's where you get the mop. I was starting to think about that. I was like, we haven't picked that up in a while. Okay, that makes sense. Because the mop is used to open up the gate in the Hirahara Sisters'. And I will make a few of them because I think there's a couple other spots you can use it for, so we might as well just get on it. Okay, I don't need 35 of the things. I don't think I need that many. I think I'll make like 5 and we'll be fine. Nice. Alright, we also need to take down Nebula. I noticed that there was one in Shio's Hardscape, but I also remember the one that we got last time, so I'd rather just go to that to save a little bit of time. It was in Kirara's, and it was here. It was in like the back left room. Like it was. I pressed like every single button. That wasn't the right one. God damn! It's like there. It's funny how this game, like, technically has the same problem the first one does with too many menu buttons. Where, like, you know, you've got this, you've got this, you've got this. But these just feel like they made it much more accessible than before. Because, like, in the first game, it was genuinely 3 very different menus that all had significance and did different things. So you had to remember which one it was on the fly. Whilst now, it's one is very clearly a menu, and the other is just the quest log quick button. So you just treat it as such, and the other is just the map quick button, so it's easier to treat that as such, you know? Especially because the map button also doubles as your quick travel when you're in the hub world. That was genuinely something that was kind of awkward in the first game. So it felt like the game genuinely had 3 pause menus that had different things on it that you needed to think about. There were some things that was only on your phone, there were some things that were only in the pause menu, and there were some things that were only on the map screen. And so if there's something particularly needs to alter, change, or mess with, you had to go fucking find it. You had to remember which one it was on. Oh, I forgot this guy has a big hitbox. I thought it was a bit easy to circle. No. Big hitbox. Whilst we're like thinking of stuff to talk about and going through it, I have been considering, up until, assuming I ever do, up until I get 1,000 subscribers, because if I hit 1,000, I'll be able to actually, you know, I'll get access to the community tab, and then all of my scheduling issues and whatnot are resolved, because I can just use that. I can just use that and just be like, okay, we'll not be able to stream today for X, Y, and Z, instead of just, you know, leaving you guys hanging. But until I get that, I've been debating making a, like, tiny, like, not even that long, maybe 40 or 50 second video once a week, like on a Saturday or Sunday, just saying what the schedule plan for the week forward is, and doing that every week, so you can just check back on that. And then, like, just obviously, like, when it no longer matters, it's no longer relevant to anything, then just then I can just delete it. Like, once the week's over, just delete it and replace it with the next one. I'll have to see though, I'll think about it more. I can even record it after this stream, since this stream's going to be a bit shorter, and then just like finalise what my plans are from tomorrow onwards to maybe not the following Saturday. I can do some editing, it wouldn't take that long to set up and put together. And it'd probably be a lot more helpful for you guys, just because, like I said, although I tell you guys in the stream what sometimes I do, sometimes things happen, or sometimes my intention of taking the Wednesday and Saturday off, like, get changed because of various factors. I mean, heck, the example is literally, you know, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming because I end up taking, yesterday off instead. So to make it so it's not just one stream and another day off, I am streaming tomorrow. So the next time I take a day off will be next Wednesday, at least that's the plan. Jesus, Hina, why'd you always get like the really cool... Oh my god, Hina, why'd you get all the cool shit? Why are all of your special attacks badass? Why don't you get all the coolest shit? So I get it, you're the first game's protagonist, so you get like you get special treatment, but holy shit, some of the things you get are really cool. Her Resonance is still like one of my favourite ones in terms of like actual practicality and usability. Like it's got so much charm to it, yeah, it rips. Right, where are you, my little quest giver? You're around the front gate. Where? Oh, okay, you're over here. Hey, you have this. Kirara, I beat that demon. Thank you, Al. I should be able to sleep better at night now. I hope so. Do you really think it's the demon causing your nightmare? What do you mean? I get weird and scary dreams sometimes too, but it usually happens to me when I'm stressed out about something. So I was thinking, maybe your nightmares aren't caused by demons, but something that's bothering you? That presence you've been feeling may be caused by that too. I see. So my worries could be the cause. Oh, I know. Why don't I sleep with you tonight? Excuse me? You might be able to be more at ease with someone by your side. You have a point. Fine then. I'll sleep with you tonight. But it's my first time, so please be gentle. Fucking Kirara, please don't say that. Don't say it like that! Don't say that, Kirara. They're gonna shoot me. The other girls be like, what are you planning on doing with Kirara? And I'll be like, Right, so now these three we can't do yet because we don't have the item for it, and not that I have anywhere to fucking put them. We're sleeping tonight just because it might reset and cause a little scene happening. Sometimes we get morning scenes. I'm going to do one quick check over the little scenes and then wrap up. I know this stream's a bit on the shorter side, but with the temperature the way it is, I said I have to make compromises, and I think the best bet for me right now is to keep the streams around 3 to 4 hours. Okay, no new extra scenes. It was nice to do anyway. And there isn't any dates, just somehow that I've missed one. No. Alright, that's fine. We still can't break open 2A. I doubt there's any little scenes I've missed up here. That'd be kind of random. Yeah, still can't break into 2A. Which is weird. I was really hoping, like, with 2B being open, that 2A would just lead to something. And then we was hoping then Energy Plus, maybe it's something there. That maybe like that would be like the gallery mode or something, but still no. I mean, we still don't have Lime, so maybe you do have to wait for everyone to be in the party. But it still seems strange. But nonetheless, in terms of plots, I'm aware we made 0 progress, but in terms of our harem, we made a shit ton of progress. We saw some rank 10 scenes, we went on way too many dates, we've unlocked a lot of fragments, I should actually check them out before we wrap up. We got something vital, increases damage dealt based on combo length. Devoted Soul, increases duration of status ailments. Curse immunity, I never worry about that. The status conditions, like I feel like even the one that's supposed to restrict your healing, we haven't really bumped into it enough for it to be a threat. I don't really think about them. Like, this game doesn't feel that punishing with its status conditions. It's not like a classic Final Fantasy where if you get hit with a status condition, you have to fucking deal with it now, otherwise it's going to slowly start tearing you apart. Like, you just kind of take it and go. You know, you don't really give it too much of a thought. Extra B based on recovery skills and items. One-on-one finishes kill anyway, so that doesn't bother me. Damage increases damage done and damage taken. Charges ether after each time around the ring and recovers HP and increases order ring speed. Likelihood of being targeted by the enemy. Gear's capped at 3, but you get a big boost. Defense based on gear, HP and enemies defeated. Greatly increased attack but defense. Oh jeez. Attack but defense. Crest and defense inflicted with a status ailment. See, then it's different because that one is if you're prepared to like take the extra hits, you get a boost out of it. Oh, and that's all of them because all the rest you kind of saw as we went through it. We got a lot of times 2s, so there's a few of them that we did get again, unfortunately. But I think I am content even though this is a shorter stream, I'm aware we didn't even hit 3 hours. I am content with this for now. And then tomorrow we will tackle the Yuzu and Lime Heartscape, which will ultimately lead to even more scenes and more moments, and then break into chapter 10. Because I think after we do Yuzu and Lime and they make their plan, we're going to chapter 10, which opens the goddamn floodgates for my plans. Because as I said before, I'm waiting until both DLC dungeons are out before we take them all on. So, yeah, see you tomorrow, John. So, when we unlock the DLC dungeon, the plot will go on pause again, because we'll be taking both the beach episode and the Riser collab dungeon on. And, you know, especially with the beach episode, where that's got the gauntlet mode I want to do, because there's a unique scene at the end of it. I want to see that, obviously, before we wrap up this entirety of Blue Reflection Second Light. So, yeah, that will be a while. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow for more Blue Reflection Second Light. I might make a schedule video just so there's something, so you guys have a better idea of what days I'm going to be streaming, what ones I aren't. But it should be this, today and tomorrow and Sunday, Vania on Monday, Genshin on Tuesday, Danganronpa on Thursday, and then from there I'll figure out what I'm doing Friday and Saturday when we get there. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.